Put it down. Come on! Put it down. I'll spill yours yet. You won't. Put it down.
Hello, Clyde here, and welcome to The Elder Scrolls Adventures Redguard. I was about to say Arena instead of Adventures, but anyway, this is actually my first time playing this game. So this part, I have no, I just mostly roaming around, you know, getting the idea of it or something you can say. Yeah. What else to say? None of these videos will actually have commentary while playing it. Like this, this is a separate recording, audio recording. Each one I'll be, you know, intro I'll be just saying, you know, which part it is, and so on, so on. Yeah. So. Yeah, this just like the beginning of me playing it, mostly boring. It's mostly gonna be boring and all. But, you know, I'll just be like walking around, just, you know, yeah. Part 2 will be when they start getting more interesting, you can say. Then 3, then 4, then so on. Yeah. That each part we're gonna have these small little commentary recordings that I'm doing right now. Anyway, I'm done rambling for this one. Anyway, enjoy.
It is late in the Second Era, a time of war, as the empire of Tiber Septim sweeps through the kingdoms of Tamriel in a glorious bid for conquest. Septim is opposed on all sides, but never more fiercely than by Hammerfell, the ancestral home of the Redguards.
By Liter Becco?
We haven't spoken in 10 years. There was trouble.
Kakatar.
I killed her husband.
Hammerfell's prodigal son, Cyrus, returns to the province of his birth. He buys passage to the island of Stosmakai in the hopes of rescuing his sister, Izab.
Get below is what the pilot said to the wet-eared knaves before him.
The Restless League is claiming this cargo,
Said the other with cruel clarity.
Probably wouldn't make a difference if I told you I had no time for this.
This is about Redguard honor, boy. Stand aside.
Yes, a doubtful notion it is. piracy and politics. But there you have it.
Never been much for politics. In my day, piracy was honest work.
Don't be a hero, boy.
Where's the money in that?
And yea, verily, by his bravery they were impressed for a scant few seconds.
You're rusty. Move over.
No!
My turn.
No!
My turn.
You really should dance.
Look.
You two dance very well. You little...
Cyrus!
Captain, good to see you back in command.
Please call me Brennan. You disposed of those ruffians so quickly, I had no time to retrieve my sword from my cabin.
That's so,
Look, over there! Let us move on before more show up.
I hope this letter finds your hands, friend. My latest travels have brought me to Stros Mackay, and no one here has seen your sister for 3 months. I fear the worst. I feel obligated to stay for a few weeks. I'll be at the Dragon Tail Inn should you return. Tobias.
Ahoy there, sailor. Can I have a word with you? Greetings, stranger. Just the man I'm looking for. Greetings, stranger.
What can I do for you, friend?
The question is, what can I do for you? The young stranger in town, fearless, footloose, and fancy-free, a little light of purse, perhaps? I have a proposition that may appeal, but first allow me to introduce myself. Kataro, contractor of Stros Mackay, at your service.
Cyrus. Charmed. I'm supposed to meet a friend at the Dragon Tail. Can you direct me?
It's the only watering hole in town. Follow the ramps uphill to the town square. Bit of friendly advice, watch your step. The forebears are a touchy lot these days.
I wonder if you know my sister, Izara. I've come to Stros Mackay to find out what's happened to her.
I'm afraid I don't know her. I'm just a simple working man. You might try Dreekius up at the Dragon Tail. Pretty much everyone in Stros Mackay passes through his door eventually.
Dreekius?
A friendly local lizard. Not that I have anything against him. Or her. Or whatever. Can't ever tell with those Argonians. Runs the Dragon Tail, the tavern on the town square.
Tell me about this job you have for me.
A simple task. Pick up an amulet from Bethesda and deliver it to the governor's palace. Now, to be honest, I've been having trouble finding someone to take the job. But I'm sure a robust lad such as yourself pays no attention to silly local superstitions. Are you interested?
Sure. I'll take the job.
Splendid. Here's your 100 gold. I'll have the rest for you after you deliver the amulet to the governor. Well, I'm sure you won't have any trouble, but, you probably want to do this during the daylight.
Refresh my memory about this job you hired me for.
A simple task. Pick up an amulet from the
What superstitions do the locals harbor about this Nagasta?
Oh, you know, they call him a necromancer, prattle about him stealing people's souls, armies of undead, you know, that sort of thing. Nothing a well-armed fellow like yourself would worry about.
We'll talk later. He looks a little preoccupied.
What will it be, traveler?
Barkeep, well met. I'm Cyrus.
I know. I had Tobias made out a fool to believe you'd come.
What?
I'm the one that smuggled his letter out for him. The Empire's been watching all shipments from this port. I figured our chances were slim.
Many thanks, then.
Welcome to the Dragon Tail, by the way, thesis-bound subsistence of mine, where there is good ear and ale co-equal. What can I do for you?
A drink might be nice. I'll use your ears later, maybe.
Ever ready to listen, Softskin? Let adventure thine be mine. I'll share what thoughts I can.
Hey, Drakius, I got this delivery job that'll get me into the palace for sure.
What are you going to deliver?
Some amulet meant for the governor.
Do you have it yet?
Not yet, I've got to get it at the Necromancer's Isle.
Don't forget to bring some gold to pay the boatman, Cyrus. And be careful.
Thanks, Drakius, I will. What are you talking about?
This tavern, of course, both site and subsidy of my studies, as well as a fine storehouse of spirits.
What's your subject of study?
The other, of course. Those ones not skinned in scale. We see that Septine's tribes will not be long satisfied with the thrones of men and the elder race. One day they will come to Black Marsh. Argonians have lost land once before, when we did not know our enemy.
I see, and what better place to learn the wants of men than at the bar?
There are other places, universities, the military, the magical guild, but I aim to chart man's geography of desire, which is most readily charted when he is drunk and blathering.
What can you tell me about Azara?
She frequented this establishment much before the battle in Hunting Bay. Less after, of course.
Of course.
She was a fervent one, your nestling, who hated the Empire not in hushed tones. After the occupation, she disappeared for a while.
She disappeared 3 months ago.
No, I'm talking about before that, right after the battle. Many crowns made themselves scarce then. Isara was one of them. I didn't see her for several weeks following. Later she showed up, needing a drink and rambling, intent on some decision.
What then?
The Imperials came, and I let her out through the window. I haven't seen her since.
The occupation, it seems, is taking long to consolidate, with the League about and the Imperials still hunting for wayward crowns.
Hammerfeld's the defiant line of the human race still. They say some still fight the Empire on the mainland.
Is thus the Empire delayed in further expansion?
The whole wild world, the Elf Kingdoms and the Beastlands, waits to see what finally happens here in the last land of men.
What do you think of the Restless League?
A human tribe of ill account, but whose single-mindedness is something I can fathom. Their raids upset my smuggling operations, and off thus my fair nature. Valenwood wine's hard to come by, you see, but over that, I have nothing worse to say.
You sympathize with the League, then?
Oh no, I merely noted their clannish drives, which any Argonian might admire. Being used, as we are, to honor the clan's interests about our own private affairs.
How then does an Argonian manage to leave his tribe to wander Tamriel?
You refer to me? I do not wander, Redguard. This is a settled study for me, from which I'll add to the wealth of wisdoms when I return to my clan.
How have the denizens of Black Marsh resisted the Empire so long?
1,000 miles of swamp, bog, and stink aren't attractive to most humans. And terror of the Connaughton flu still holds most at bay. But our days of testing will come.
I'd better keep moving. Can we talk later?
Anytime, anytime.
Cyrus! You made it! Come here, lad. How you look good. It's been too long.
If you hadn't retired...
Mercenary life's younger men's work.
Bah, he said.
I prayed that you would get my letter.
It is lucky you were here, Tobias, or I wouldn't have known Azara was in trouble. I have not been in Hammerfell since the...
I know, lad, what you mean.
Anyway, Stros Mackay has no one who could have reached me. Thank you.
I sent the letter some weeks ago, Cyrus. I fear things have gotten worse for your sister since.
Who in this town knew of Azara?
I did not question many for fear of ill allegiance. So I went to the temple to ask of her. For the brothers of RK are neutral in mortal affairs. There, Brother Niddle told me that Azara had vanished, and set me on the road of writing you. Also, Dreekius here knew that she was missing too.
How do you mean worse? What more do you know about Azara?
Nothing more than my letter has described, that she is gone and no one knows where. Just a bad feeling that's grown worse with the wait. The governor has not been merciful with the crowns that survived the battle. I hear his dragon's belly is full of the overloud, and that many died later in the burning of the old quarter.
How did you know where to reach me, Tobias? Our paths parted so long ago.
I didn't send it to you directly. I knew that damn cat was probably still getting you into trouble, even to this day. Srathra seemed the likely solution, and through the channels I'd heard, he'd made Wayrest his port of late.
Now, he's moved from the throne seekers of the old empire to the lesser lords of High Rock, still playing them to his benefit, raking in the gold on all fronts.
I thought that Septim had solidified the Britons.
As much as the Witchmen will, but there is still a lot of money to be made in the drawing of borders before the provincial laws dry completely. Mercenaries are in great demand right now, as are fixers like our cat friend.
Does he still stink so?
To hear.
I think I will go see him when I leave. It's been too long.
So the priests are still safe from being conquered.
Be that as it may, the temple is quite empty of priests, save for Brother Niddle. It seems some of their ranks have disappeared also.
I'm noticing a theme. Where did you hear that?
Niddle told me Brother Cathral vanished around the same time as your sister, and that they knew each other.
Tell me about the temple.
The head priest, a Brother Niddle, was very helpful in regards to Izara. He seemed to know her well, and shared my concern over her disappearance. He is worth an interview.
I think I saw it across the plaza. Is it safe to talk here?
As safe as any, and the ale is good. Drekius can be trusted as much as any walking lizard can be. It might get a little rough with all the forebears around, but I'll be here until I leave Stros Mackay.
The barkeep is a long way from Black Marsh, isn't he?
That's right, and it's kept me good company in my wait for you. Trust it well after I leave. It knows this island and all who live here. But don't bother asking about the eye, because I already have.
Drekius knows of the Eye of Argonia?
It's got the skin for it, wouldn't you say? I'll find the thing yet, and before you, if I get my way.
Another soft skin with dreams of the priceless king's jewel of ancient Black Marsh. You look this sort too, all sword and swagger. Tobias, he describes you well.
Aye, but Cyrus here must save that adventure for another day. He's got a sister to find. I've told him that you will help him after I depart, Lizard. So mark me well.
Whatever you say.
Do you think Izara chose sides in the Civil War, and that is why she has disappeared?
Your family's always been partisan, lad, since your early days in Sentinel. I ventured she still held her old allegiances, even if you haven't. Few crowns in Stros Mackay survived the battle with the Imperials, but I know Izara was one of them.
How?
Hearing of the defeat of the crowns caused me much concern. When I arrived, a search for word of Izara's safety. The only ones here who knew of her said that she had disappeared shortly after the Imperials landed.
I'll be back. If you're not here, thanks for everything. And good luck.
Just find your sister and get out of here. And send word through Sratra. Go on, you'll do fine.
Cyrus, can I help you?
Say, laddie.
What can I do for you, Cyrus?
Greetings, my lady. I am Cyrus.
A sentinel accent, isn't it? I am Cassandra, silversmith of Stros Mackay. Pleased to meet you.
I'm looking for my sister, Izara. Do you know her?
I'm afraid not. I have few friends here as yet. I'm hoping that as time passes, things will get back to normal, but the war is still too fresh for people here to forget that I'm a forebear.
Are you from Sentinel originally?
Yes, I owned a shop there for 6 years, on Market Street. Perhaps you know it? Sentinel is overcrowded these days, and when I heard of a business for sale here, I decided to take the chance. So far, I haven't had too much trouble from the locals.
Why would the local people give you trouble?
Forebears aren't exactly popular around here, you know. I've never been much involved in politics, but I always supported the forebear cause. Before the war, all that didn't matter. I had many friends who were crowns, but things are different now.
You're new here, then.
Arrived only 2 months ago. I'm still trying to get things sorted out. The former owner must not have cleaned this place for 20 years. There was so much junk piled up. I tossed most of it in my warehouse next door just to get it out of the way.
Excuse me. Perhaps we can speak later. It's locked. One moment.
Sorry, man. Imperials everywhere. I don't talk with strangers.
Good day.
Hello, shopkeeper. My name is Cyrus.
Pleased to meet you, my good fellow. Garak, your humble servant.
I wonder if you know my sister Izara.
Izara? Zara! A lovely name, by the way. I believe she may have been mixed up with those League pirates. Am I right?
I'd like to make a purchase.
Splendid. What do you need?
That looks like a decent compass.
The one item no one should be without. Never lose your way again. For the small investment of 50 gold, peace of mind for a lifetime.
I'll take it.
A pleasure doing business with you, Cyrus.
How much for a torch?
A classic design, functional and long-lasting. For you, Cyrus, 20 each.
I'll take it.
You won't regret it.
The shovel over there, how much?
A sturdy shovel. Just the thing for the intrepid treasure hunter. Guaranteed not to break, scratch, or dent. A bargain at only 30 gold.
I'll take it.
The best quality, I assure you.
Interesting feathers.
Ah, yes, from the exotic Kana bird. A favorite of mine, for they are bred on Somerset Isle. Bred for their beauty, I might add. They make an excellent gift for 10 gold. I'm a pretty bird. 10 gold.
I'll take it.
A pleasure doing business with you, Cyrus.
What's Aloe going for today?
Aloe leaves from southern Hammerfell. The best. Fresh every week. Excellent for soothing those aches and pains. And just 15 gold per bunch.
I'll have to think about it.
I'm sure you'll change your mind.
How's business these days?
If it's not pirates stealing your cargo, it's Imperial taxes. I get by, though. All the ships heading for the Iliac Bay pass through here, so I get first crack at all their wares. As long as I can get that lazy Rollo to bring it up from the harbor. Ah! Lazy Rollo, fat Orsine!
Thanks for the time, Garrick.
Ah!
And what's your name? Bye-bye, then.
Bye-bye, then. Yes?
Well? Lad? Well?
Hello, my name is Cyrus.
And mine is Trithic, lad.
I'm looking for my sister Izara. Perhaps you've seen her?
I do not know the name, but so many have been lost since the dragon arrived.
She went missing about 3 months ago.
If she was with the Crowns, I would count her among the casualties. Richton's slaughter was elegant only in its thoroughness.
Thanks, Trip. I've got to go. One moment.
Go about your business, Redguard.
Hey, sailor.
May I trouble you for a moment, my lady?
Lady, you say? You must be new in town. Besides, Fiona would have remembered you.
Cyrus, at your service. Do you know a young lady named Izara? My sister, last seen over 3 months ago.
Izara, yes. I see the family resemblance. Can't say I know her, though. She was all caught up in them troubles we had when the young prince was killed.
We'll talk later. Be careful.
Ah, Cyrus. And how do you do?
Brennan, can I have a minute?
Anything for your like, Cyrus.
The pirates who attacked us spoke of a restless league. Have you heard of them?
Other captains tell me the remaining banditti have organized themselves against the Empire's crackdown on smuggling and piracy.
Thanks. We'll talk later.
That's good money you're wasting, Cyrus, still hanging around here. Cyrus!
Katara, hello.
Cyrus, you were supposed to be delivering that amulet. We had a deal.
We'll talk later. Nothing.
What do you want?
This is the palace, correct?
That's correct.
I need to speak with Governor Redguard.
What business do you have with him?
I need to ask him a few questions.
Not good enough. Now move along.
That's all for now, but I'll be back.
Sure.
Welcome to Jeffers.
Hail, Desert Walker. I am Cyrus.
Jeffer is at your service.
I'd like to buy a book.
These shelves hold wisdom and folly in equal measure. Choose carefully.
Peace, Desert Walker. I must go.
Yes?
Good day. I'm Cyrus.
Aren't too many youngsters around these days, especially not as well-spoken as you. I'm Maiko, the local cartographer. Can I help you?
Do you have any maps for sale?
Sorry, I don't sell retail, contract work only, but perhaps I can make a map for you?
I could use a map of the island.
I used to make those, but I can't compete with the big Hammerfell cartography houses. Hire beggars and street urchins to copy off a master map. You've probably seen their cheap city maps around. Nothing like a good hand-drawn map. But people don't seem to care about craftsmanship anymore.
What are people talking about around town these days?
Damning the governor's eyes, mainly. I try not to get involved in all those troubles. I've seen more than enough suffering in my life. I just want to spend my last days working with my maps.
What do your maps tell you?
Maps are like people. Did you know that, Cyrus? There are good maps, bad maps, indifferent maps. You shouldn't trust most maps. They'll lead you astray if you give them a chance. An honest map is rarer than a true friend. Remember that, young sir.
We'll talk later. Probably need to find something to use it with. Probably need to find something to use it with. I can't use this by itself. It doesn't do anything by itself. I need something to put it in. One moment.
Go about your business, Redguard.
What's this? What's this? One moment.
Go about your business, Redguard.
nothing.
Cross with me, Redguard, traitor. Come on, I'm quick. Your style needs work, Redguard. Try me, Redguard. A fine floor now. A fine cut. You walk too quick, rebel. Take that. I have this. You're quite resourceful. Traitor. A sharp sword will be your death. You won't escape. I'm traitor. I'll spill yours yet. Put it down. A sharp sword will be yours. Put it down. A sharp sword will be your death. Put it down. Traitor. I'll spill yours yet. Come on! Put it down. It's one of the pirates! Put it down. You're quite resourceful. Put it down. Traitor. You're quite resourceful. You won't escape, traitor! You're open!
Come on! Put it down.
I'll spill yours yet. Surrender now!
Come on!
Traitor! Give me all of it! Give me all of it! Blood!
Hey!
Quit it! I'm hurt! Help!
A map, Stros Mackay. What's this? Just what I need.